Just Yes. We will find out next weekend whether they're sending their third straight Monica.
And will we be mad at it? No.
I won't be mad at it at all.
I will not be mad at it at all.
I would not be mad whatsoever if they sent another Monica. But hello, and hello, Europe, Australia, and the world, and welcome to the CUP ESC, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the T into ESC from top to bottom, honey. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay, I am drinking our energy drink of the moment, now officially energy drink of the moment, which is Cherry Limeade. She's back. She's bomb. She's everything. You can't see her because she's in my gorgeous tumbler, not sponsored by Advanced GG, but God, I wish I was. That would be really nice. And yeah, that is that on that. But if I was using a smaller, mug-shaped item to drink out of, it would, of course, be a cup mug. And today it's just holding my dry erase marker. So. Woo! That entertains me way more than it should. And you can get your cup mug and all of our other merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Link is down in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically within the US. So there are no excuses. And Lithuania, guess what? We're looking at you again. Lithuania.
Fifth time.
So for the fifth time now. Not the last one. Don't worry. But go get your cup mug. And in the words of former Eurovision representative from Lithuania, the heat is getting higher. I think that I'm on fire. And we'll talk more about the Roop later.
I still can't believe I saw them live. Hi, I'm Aneesa Logan, also known as CMGMV, also known as Santa Monteverde. You're Filipino-Canadian Eurovision-loving Korea boo. I'm still debating on that term.
I almost did the old intro again, and I kind of miss it. I'm not going to lie to you.
Fair. No, I was like, I kind of want to do something, switch it up a bit, but also I want to make sure the viewers know, the listeners know that I love K-pop. So, I'm just trying to find some way to incorporate that. But anyways, my lovely cup mug. I have some water because hydration is of the essence and I haven't had enough.
I also have water, as always. I mean, I always have water.
As you should.
It's a lot of work doing all of this podcasting and doing all this talking. You have to make sure you're hydrated.
Absolutely. And in the words of current competing Lithuanian national selection alumni.
Finalists.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I don't want you coming around here on your knees, begging, baby, please. I don't want your love no more. Everybody knows you had too much to drink, so I can't even process what you mean. Because you're talking like a washing machine.
I just realized I don't think I have washing machine on my playlist, and I need to remedy that immediately. So
I'm surprised, Logan.
I'm adding washing machine, and I'm also adding, we'll talk about Walk Through Fire, but I'm adding both of them right now. It is happening as we speak. Don't worry. My playlist is almost at 500 songs, and I think that's very lovely. But
that's very lovely.
We are here. We are back with our fifth installation talking about Eurovizija.LT. We now have all of our finalists. Heat 5 is done. And we will not be talking about our overall rankings for all of the finalists today. We're going to do a special video for that later on this next week. So make sure to subscribe so you know when we come and talk about all of the finalists that we've got for Eurovizija.LT. Make sure to hit the like button, hit all the buttons. It actually really does help the algorithm pick up our videos, so we do really appreciate all of that support.
Yes.
We've got two other channels as well with Almost All Things Drag and Almost All Things Reality TV, so make sure to go check that out as well. And if you would like to become a member of the CUP and join the tea room, you can hit the join button available on our main channel, or you can go to our Patreon, Same content, different platforms. The links for all of that will be down in the description below. And I might be finally posting a video that we did a really, really long time ago about Eurovision 2023 over there. Because I may not have ever posted it on this channel officially. So I might go just post it over on the membership channel.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm kind of forgetting what this is alluding to.
So back when this channel started, Lewis, Aneesa, and I filmed a Eurovision 2023 retrospective video. And that was never released on the channel because Eurovision season started in full swing in December.
Yes.
So there will be Eurovision content over on our membership channels as well. It is on our drag channel predominantly, so it's probably going to be a lot of drag content, but there will be Eurovision content in there as well. So if you want to go support us in that manner, we greatly appreciate it. And all of that money goes right back into making this podcast better for you all. So we do greatly, greatly appreciate it. So let's dive into Heat 5. I'm going to say maybe the weakest heat. I don't know.
Okay, there are songs that I find weaker than the weakest of this. However,
yes.
I think for me,
Overall,
it was more so the biggest blowout.
they made it. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. They made it very easy for the Roop to make it through to the final. I'll just say that.
Yes. And I wasn't surprised either to see our Queens of Roses.
No. And we'll talk about the songs in depth, but I think the two qualifiers were the most obvious choices.
Yes.
And I would say the most obvious of any of the qualifiers here.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least with some of the other heats, I was like, for in our opinion, because I will say, at least for me, I think every other heat, there was at least one other song that I was like, oh, that could have qualified. And here I'm like, I don't know that any of these other songs could have qualified.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But we're going to talk about all of them. Obviously, going in running order, as we always do over here, which means we are going to start with Freya Ali with Serenade.
So I'll sing this lonely serenade while the music plays. I imagine I'm with you as we dance, your arms around my waist.
Now, Freya did not qualify for the final. She came in 5th overall in what ended up being a very close ending to this heat. We'll talk about it. She came in 5th with 12 points. She came 3rd place in the public voting and getting 8 points from the public and 4 points from the jury for a total of 12.
Okay. Oh, well, once I scroll up. Okay. She looked amazing. I love that dress.
The dress is cute for sure. That's kind of no, I'm not going to say that's where it ends. Here's what I will say. I think the staging was really nice.
The staging was really nice.
I think the actual performance of the song was really lovely.
Yes.
And I think the song itself and the songwriting is very lovely. She's a co-writer on this, and I think a co-composer as well. And it's a very lovely written song. Unfortunately for me, I just don't think she has the live vocal to sustain the song.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my biggest... I don't think the vocal was the absolute worst thing I've ever heard.
No.
But I don't think she has a strong enough vocal to sustain what she was trying to do in this song.
Yes. Yeah, that's very much how I feel about it as well. It's sweet and it's lovely. It's lovely and sweet. That's pretty much all I can say about it.
Yeah, I thought the performance of it was lovely and fine and lovely. And I see why this didn't qualify.
I also see why this didn't qualify.
Next up, we have Kàro. I believe it's Kàro. if I'm saying it wrong. Sorry, people of
No.
Lithuania. I still don't know how to say names in Lithuanian, really. So, Kàro with Weightless. Oh,
That is not
right.
Weightless.
That's not Weightless. Now, this song came 7th overall in the Heat. The point totals are wrong on Eurovision World. So thanks, Eurovision World. But she got 7th with 11 points, getting 6 points from the jury and 5 points from the public vote, which in this case was enough to get her 7th, which is kind of wild.
That is kind of wild. I mean, it's better than 6 points in total. So
yes, which someone did get.
Someone did get. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I really want to like this so badly.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is the only other song that I think in a universe could have qualified.
That's fair. Not to me, but
That's valid.
I like what's there. I just think, to me, she doesn't have the strongest voice
Mhm.
to kind of carry through the dynamics of the rest of the song, because it kind of felt very one note to me. It felt very static.
It was very one note, and that was the biggest note that I had for it. I think overall, though, I thought the vocal was pretty good. Her low register, I thought, was very smooth, and I really liked that.
Sure.
The song doesn't go a whole lot of places. I think the staging was very simple, but pretty effective here. I see why it didn't qualify. But I didn't think this was the absolute worst performance.
It wasn't. No.
So overall, good on you, girl.
Good on you.
You did it. You didn't qualify, but
You
were
did
there.
it.
Yes. Let's move next to Petras with Run. Now, this song came 6th, actually tying with Kàro with 11 points. But Petras received 7 points from the jury and 4 points in the public vote, also for 11 points.
He's cute.
I mean, he knew what he was doing with just wearing that blazer with no shirt underneath. And I was intrigued.
I also was intrigued. Now, the song itself.
It's not the most dynamic or groundbreaking song we've ever heard.
It wasn't.
I don't think the performance was all that bad.
To me, it didn't feel like, it felt very mid. Like it was like mid vocal, mid performance.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. This techno pop vibe, I was really liking.
I was into it, yeah.
The Run Without You kind of thing that went throughout, I wish there was a bit more substance to the song. His higher notes at the end were not all that bad. There was a bit of pitchiness, and there was a bit of issue with breath control. But this is my perfectly solid. Like, I think this was really perfectly fine.
I think I could agree with that too.
Yeah. Like, this was not half bad.
But I will say you probably like this more than I did.
I think I do. Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely think I like this a little bit more than you do.
Yes.
Next up, continuing what has been a streak of every fourth act in the running order qualifying out of Eurovizija this year. Every single one has qualified, and I kind of love it. And I said it last week, The Queens of Roses, good for you, darlings. And guess what? They did qualify. Very happy to see them back this year with the song Walk Through Fire. Now, they did qualify for the final, which, yay, very thrilled. They came second overall, getting 10 points from the jury and 7 points in the public voting for a total of 17 points.
I love this.
I do too.
I mean, I feel like this is a step up from Washing Machine. Definitely.
I would say, as far as the song itself is concerned,
yes.
I don't know that I really, and I adore them, and I'm very happy they made it to the final. I don't know that there's all that much of an improvement in the vocal, though. That was what I was a little surprised by. I don't think the vocal was bad.
It's not.
But I thought the harmonies were pretty good. But some of them were a little flat, and I was a little concerned about that.
Yeah. Yeah, the unison was solid. The harmonies were solid, although with some minor pitch issues.
Mm-hmm.
I think my biggest issue was towards the climax. They could have been a lot more in sync because it did feel messy going into that part.
Yeah, I also love their coordinating but not matching outfits.
Their outfits were very cohesive with one another.
I'm like, I love it. I'm here for it.
I was into that.
It's not the most complex song in the world.
No, it's not.
But it's a pretty good song.
Yes, it is well produced.
Will this win?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, unfortunately. I'm very happy they're through to the final. And this is a song I will continue listening to. But I think the final's strong. The final is very strong overall. So we will see what happens with our Queens of Roses, but I'm very thrilled for them making it through to the final. Congrats, ladies. We adore you here. Yes, God. Next up, we have April Frey with New Year's.
Everybody is loud, they're all running home. Don't leave anybody alone, but you did. So I take myself back to New Year's Eve. The night was going.
Now, April, she got 4th overall in the heat, getting 8 points from the jury, coming 3rd with the jury, and getting 6 points in the public voting for a total of 14.
I liked this. Personally.
I'm glad you did.
I could see why people don't, though, or wouldn't.
And I will say I'm not the world's biggest fan of this.
Fair.
I was going to say, don't show this song to Lewis.
Oh, I know.
He would love this song.
This is very Lewis-coded.
And normally this kind of song I really enjoy as well. I just find that it's lovely. This is my perfectly lovely, if we're adding that to the mix now. Sure. This would be perfectly inoffensive for me, actually. I will go ahead and say that. I think it was a nice vocal. It was some lovely cursive singing. It went nowhere.
It wasn't that cursive.
Okay, what was more cursive, April Frey or Freya Alley?
Freya Alley.
Okay, yes, but I wrote cursive for both of them.
Okay, so.
April Freya Alley. That's a drag name. Please welcome to the stage, April Freya Alley. Freya. I was also thinking Freya, Junior Eurovision Freya.
You get what you want when you want
it. Your kind should come with a warning. No, I don't hide from the truth. I lose my head over you. Shout out to Freya. We love her.
Freya.
I hope she represents the UK or at the main contest sometime soon. Anyway, back to April Frey. I think the song is perfectly inoffensive. It went absolutely nowhere. It stayed at the exact same place that it was musically, melodically, and vocally the whole time. And is that a good place? Yes. However, I got bored, unfortunately. By the end of the performance, I was like, oh, it's done. Okay. Like, I wanted a little bit of vocal complexity. I wanted her to go in different places. I wanted the performance to be a little bit more dynamic than it ultimately was.
Fair.
So, but I don't think it's a bad song by any means.
It's not.
This is jury bait, too. I'm not surprised she came third with jury.
Yeah, this is very jury bait.
Any other thoughts, my dear?
No. I think very much everything you said is pretty much
what But you like it way more than I do.
I do like it way more than you do.
Yeah. Let's move to Emilija V with the song Trophy Wife.
Never wanna stay and wanna sing this. I wanna feel a different kind of way. I stand by what I and what I'm saying is I wanna feel a different kind of way.
Now, unfortunately, this was our last place song in the heat. She came last in the public and the jury voting, 6 points. And I see why.
I also see why.
I don't think it started bad.
I don't think it started bad, but I don't know if she intended to kind of make those certain pitches, if you will.
Don't think,
because I couldn't tell if she was like rapping or singing, especially at the beginning. Because I did like the beginning; it just sounded more like rapping to me. But if she
I'm
was
curious to hear what the studio version looks like. I'm
very
kind of curious.
Yeah, because I'm sure with studio, I'm sure if we listen to these studio versions alone, this would be a lot higher.
I think I would agree with that for sure. Because I think this has a lot of foundations to be a really, really great song. I think for me, it started strong and then the wheels kind of just fell off the bus by the end of the song. And I thought the vocal was fine. The big notes were very pitchy. By the end of the song, she was singing really only sharp.
Also, watching the performance, I could not take it seriously.
If you're going to do that much dancing, girl, you need to train your vocal and have the stamina to dance and also sing.
But also, just that kind of choreo to a song with this vibe feels a bit off for me. It's giving, wish I could fly your way.
Literally, it's like, really giving that. It's like, oh, girl, this should be like badass bitch choreo, and you're giving
like this should be like, jumping around the stage and screaming like an angry kid kind of thing. I would love that, but
instead she's giving
girly
full Chanel pop star like dance break, and I don't need that. I don't need that here. Anyway. Sorry, girl.
You know what? Maybe we're missing something. Maybe. But also maybe a lot of people were missing something from this.
I don't think any of us are missing that much. I don't think.
No, I'm just afraid she's going to see this and comment and be like...
I mean, girl, you're doing better than us. So if you are watching this, your vocal was good, girl. Just there's a lot of things that you can work on. And you probably know that too. But we're not here to bring you down.
It was an off day.
Yeah, we're not here to bring you down. We're just here we give the real and the tea, and that's what we do here. Like, we respect you. You made it. You're doing better than us. We're on the internet talking about you doing a performance. So good for you, girl. Oh boy, let's talk about the Roop. The Roop are back. I'm curious to see whether the trend of former Eurovision representatives trying again this year is going to fail. Because none of them have won their national selections yet, which I think is very interesting.
Yes.
Will the Roop be the one to break that curse? I don't know, but This year they are competing with the song Simple Joy. Now, this very clearly won the heat, winning both jury and public voting, getting the maximum amount of 24 points that they could get. So,
and I see why.
I see why. And also, I will say in that, I think I just need to listen to this song more. But I think this is maybe the weakest song that the Roop has brought so far.
I'll agree with that as well. But I still really like this.
I also still really like this.
Are
there songs right now in the final that I would rather have qualify or rather have win over this? Yeah, I will go ahead and say that. I need to listen to it more. I think I just need to listen to all of the songs a little bit more in order to get like a full scope of it.
Yes,
I don't think it's bad. I wrote simple but joyful. Is really like the way to think about this song.
Simple but joyful. Simple joy, very fitting.
Thank you, I know.
Yes.
Vaidotas just, his charisma is what carries their performances.
Yes.
He's so hot. Also.
He is very hot.
He needs to do a leg day. I gotta be honest though, because him in these shorts, I'm like, baby, you need to do some leg day. The calves are a little thin, sir. But I'm not all that mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either. I'm not too superficial on calves, so
valid.
But back to the song itself, I love the vibe, like always. I found it very in pocket. I love the addition of the backing vocals, actually.
Yes.
It feels like a different approach from the Roop. Like,
yes,
Discotheque and On Fire kind of were on that same lane. This felt a very different lane than the two. I love this bridge, honestly. My bridge was the favorite part of this.
Yeah. I enjoy this a lot. I think it's a really, really solid song. I'm worried, but I also think there is a very real possibility that the name recognition of just the Roop will carry them to win this selection.
And I will not be mad at it.
I was gonna say, would I be fundamentally disappointed if the Roop wins? No. As of this moment, I think there are a couple other songs that I would rather see qualify, just because I think they're a little bit more. I'll say this as well. I don't know that I see this as Eurovision ready.
That's fair.
I think it's a very lovely song by the Roop, and I think it very clearly was the best song of this heat. But I don't know that I see this doing all that well at Eurovision. I don't know. As of this moment, we've seen one performance of it, so I can't say anything definitive.
Right.
But are they in the less competitive semifinal? Oh no. Oh, well, they're in semifinal 1. That's a worry.
Oh, okay.
They're in semifinal 1. Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh goodness. Okay. I mean, based on what we have so far, like they would stand out. And the closest song we have right now to what they're doing in semifinal 1 is, unfortunately, Windows 95 Man. So, God, I'm still so upset about that. Honestly, y'all,
I'm not surprised. I'm not mad at it, but I would have picked a different winner.
I would have picked almost anything else, but that's a conversation for another day when we get to reviewing all of the songs from this year. But I'm very happy to see the Roop back. Very happy that they qualified for the final. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, last up in the heat, we have Lina Štalytė. I don't know how to pronounce words.
Štalytė?
Štalytė. I don't know. The song is Perfect by Lina. Lina is singing perfect. Now, this song came third. She was actually very, very close to qualifying. She got 5 points from the jury and 10 points from the public voting, giving her 15 points. She was 2 points off of qualifying.
I see. I would think this would be more of a jury song, actually. I'm surprised by that.
I thought so too. I was really surprised.
This isn't my favorite.
Slightly generic female ballad. It didn't do a whole lot for me. That's all I really have to say about it.
It didn't do. Oh god, whoa, words. Her voice opens up nicely when she goes for those high belts. I liked what she was wearing. She had a nice outfit on. This song did not need the key change to me.
I didn't like the key change at all.
I didn't like the key change. I just think she could have done better with a different song. Because I don't feel like this song did her voice any justice.
I will agree with that. I thought her voice does open up very nicely. However, a lot of those higher notes were shaky.
They were sharp.
It's not a groundbreaking song. It's not a groundbreaking lyric, and it's not a groundbreaking performance. It really honestly gave me early 2000s Eurovision.
Yeah.
But that's all I really have to say about it. So. Well, we've come to the point in our program where we must discuss points. And oh boy, was this an interesting setup today.
I generally don't know. We're definitely gonna have like the same top two. I don't know in what order, but with the other six, I
honestly don't know.
We're definitely gonna have it's gonna be different within our bottom six.
We might have the same
last place.
I think so. And with that being said, my 3 points will be going to Trophy Wife.
Yes, and my 3 points will also go to Trophy Wife.
Great. Now, in the battle of pretty generic and decent female ballads, for me, the one that I felt the least inspired by and will be receiving my 4 points is going to be Perfect.
Copy paste.
Well, shit. Okay.
I was moving the song around a lot actually.
Yeah.
Because before we started recording, this was my 7 points, but listening to it again, I was like,
fair. My 5 points in the sub battle within the female ballads of this heat, in the sub battle of which cursive singing song I preferred, my 5 points will thus be going to New Year's by April Frey.
Fair. And this is where we differ, where my 5 points, it just felt very one note to me. I couldn't get a whole lot out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So my 5 points will be going to Weightless by Kàro.
That's fair. In the battle of cursive singing songs within the battle of female ballads in this heat, my 6 points will be going to the cursive song I preferred, which is Serenade by Freya.
Sure. My 6 points will also be going to Freya with Serenade.
Work. My 7 points, based on vocal, honestly, that's really the only thing I can come down to at this point. Based on live vocal, my 7 points will be going to Run by Petras.
And the only reason I'm giving the 7 points, the vocal performance kind of knocked it down for me as well. So my 7 points will also be going to Run by Petras.
So we basically have the same list, except we swap our 5 and our 8 points.
Yeah.
Because my 8 points are going to the song that I think I preferred the most out of the female ballads, and that was Weightless by Kàro.
And my 8 points will be the song that I prefer out of the female ballads, and that is April Frey with New Year's.
By 10 points, I'm very excited that they made it to the final. I hope that they can get their blending and their harmonies in check before the final. 10 points very happily to Queen of Roses.
And my 10 points will very happily also go to Queens of Roses, excuse me.
I don't know why I want to say Queen of Roses, but it's Queens.
I don't know.
Roses. Queens of Roses. That's
Queen of Kings,
anyway.
probably.
Anyway, to nobody's surprise whatsoever, 12 points to the Roop. That's what it is. Like, I mean, it was by far the best of this heat.
Yeah, it didn't feel very close either between the Roop and Queens of Roses.
Well, there was a 7-point difference.
Oh, that too. Yeah, there was a 7-point difference.
So Roop got 24, Queens of Roses got 17, and then Lina got 15, and then April Frey got 14. So it really could have gone like a bunch of different ways in that. I am very happy with how it ended up, I will say.
Yes.
But that is that. We have reviewed all 5 heats for Eurovizija.LT. We will be back later on this coming week to give our overall rankings for the finalists, to talk a little bit more about the songs, maybe that we haven't talked about since Heat 1. We're hoping to get Lewis on here as well, so that way he can give his thoughts as well. Just to have a little bit more variety. You know what I mean? Variety.
Because he definitely has a in case you don't know, he has very different taste than the two of us. So
yes, and we tend to have the same taste. So it'll be nice to have a little bit of diversity in opinion. We're hoping to get a lot more people as well when it comes to reviewing the full contest once we have all the songs. So stay tuned for that, because we've only got a couple more national selections to talk about. And for that, I have to say, I think we're very thrilled about that. We're very thrilled. But we will have song reactions coming very soon for a lot of the internally selected songs. So make sure to subscribe here so you are the first to find out when we are dropping all of our songs over here. Make sure as well to like the video. Let us know in the comments below, who would you have given your 12 points to? Are you excited to see the Roop back? Who are you looking forward to in the final? Who are you rooting for in the final? Let us know all of those things. We appreciate all of the subscribing and the liking and the views here on our Eurovision channel as we're trying to build this in the first Eurovision season we're covering over here. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to both of our other channels as well, with Almost All Things Drag and Almost All Things Reality TV, because we've got a lot of content happening over there as well. You can follow us on our social media at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We've got some cute little Eurovision moments over there and moments from all of our podcasts. You can also go follow Aneesa and I down below. Our Twitters will be linked down there as well. And if you scroll a little bit further down, you will get our merch, including but not limited to Cup mug. Mine is now holding a pen and a dry erase marker, so that's good. And with all that being said, cheers.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Go take right at my home, and it's okay to dance alone, dance alone, dance alone, dance alone, dance alone. I got the moves, it's go time.